What's up, America? What's up, America? What's up, America? Welcome to America After Dark 101. I don't know what happened to my main man, Jamal. I guess he's running late. But you know what? I'm gonna give him a grand opening when he get here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm glad everybody is tuned in tonight. I know it's been a whole lot of fussing and backing and forth and talking nonsense and all that, but it's all good. It's all good in the neighborhood. I want to welcome my fans. I want to welcome everybody who support ATR Black Media, our Black Media. Hey, I want to thank y'all. I want y'all to call y'all mama, your daddy, your brothers and sisters, but I guarantee you need to keep all the kids in because this show is going to get crazy. I had the world premiere on me one-on-one with Bernard Brown, and now I have the second world premiere one-on-one, the show with, I call him Jamal Jesus. He got so many names, y'all. He got so many names. But at the end of the day, he only got one name. He don't have to explain to us tonight with all these names. You know, black folks always late. Black folks always talking noise. Black folks always want to borrow money. Black folks always talking nonsense. Black folks just black folks. You know what I'm saying? Period. I don't want to get into all that, but I'm just saying, y'all know you can never be on time, but it's okay. Because you know what, America? I can sit here all night long and entertain y'all. I want to thank my new producer for tuning in, for sticking in, for just filling in, and I appreciate it. And it's gonna be a good show. And at the end of the day, hey, we got to do what we got to do. We got to move on in the neighborhood. Absolutely. Like I said, hey, Jamal is running late, but he gonna be here. You know, he always late. I mean, he can run and tell that, but he can't run and tell and see what time it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk about him. Yes, I'm gonna talk about him till he get here. He can run around America, run and tell that, but he can never be on time. Okay, I guarantee if this was the white man's show, he'll be on time. You know what I'm saying? He'll be on time. But you know what? Hey, I'm gonna leave it like that. I ain't gonna talk about him too bad. If that's the case, I could have had the little fella RG tune in. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it is what it is. It is what it is. America, I want to thank y'all once again. And this is what I'm gonna do right now. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and do this here. The first, when I say what's on your mind and get it off your chest, I'm going to get it off my chest tonight. Yes, I am. I'm going to get it off my chest tonight because at the end of the day, it's my chest. You know what I'm saying? It's my chest at the end of the day. So what's on my mind is this, saying get it off my chest. It's like this. The world is coming into a place that we don't know. And this is God heaven truth. This is going deep, going truth. And this is God heaven truth. This world is in crisis. This country is in crisis. We had the pandemic. Now we got this thing called the monkey flu, whatever it's calling it. We in inflation. I mean, we people killing people, you know, using the gun law to go around and kill people. You know what I'm saying? It's Toure. It gets you upset to know that this country is no better than the other country. We ain't no better than Russia. We ain't no better than Iran. We ain't no better than any other country. Okay, but we supposed to be the greatest country in the world. And we going through all this, okay? We got rid of crazy Trunky, you know, and we turn around and get JoJo, and basically ain't no different. You know, this was on my chest. It ain't no different. You know, then you got talking about you changing abortion law, you know, for what? I mean, women have the right to do whatever they want to do with their body. They have the right to do whatever they want to do with their body. Who give y'all the right? Like y'all Jesus Christ or somebody give y'all the right to change, Roe versus Wade and have a y'all say about women's doing what they want to do to their body. That's them. Okay? Give them the right to choose at the end of the day. And it's just something that it's just crazy. It's just crazy about it. And at the end of the day, it's upsetting. Y'all need to go vote November. Go vote and vote these people out so we can head back in the right direction at the end of the day. So we can head back in the right direction at the end of the day. And that's my opinion. It's nobody else's opinion but my opinion. If you don't like my opinion, it is what it is. And then you got this so-called gun law. I mean, come on. What, we cowboys and Indians? Go around shooting everybody? You on this side, I'm on this side? It don't make sense. It don't make sense whatsoever. And this my opinion. This is my opinion and my only opinion. It don't have no other opinion with ATR Black Media. It don't have no other opinion with our Black media. It's my opinion and my opinion alone. So at the end of the day, I take credit for what's coming out my mouth at the end of the day. And who don't like it, hey, it is what it is. And if Jamal don't come on soon, I'm gonna have to change the agenda and focus on something else. All right? Because I guarantee if it was running tail light, he'll be right there on running tail light. But I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing at the end of the day. I took my hard-earned schedule to introduce this young man. All right, so I think he needs to be on time, and his contract. Trust me, his contract is online. His everything is online right about now. I'm just saying, right about now. So, hey, I'm gonna say this. First thing first, the question of the night with me. I'm gonna switch it. The question of the night with me is this: Who is Bernard Brown? Who give Bernard Brown the right to say what he want to say? Who give Bernard Brown right to tell anybody? Hey, Miss Producer, Jamal is backstage. Can you bring him in? He's backstage. Can you bring him in now? Before I say what I got to say. Can you please bring Jamal back? He's backstage waiting on you. So can you please bring him in on the show so I can tell him about his butt at the end of the day? I know what he's going to say, America. He's going to say he was backstage. I left him backstage because he's a Wolverine. If it was one of Tonkin, if it was Tonkin Wolverine, we wouldn't have never left him backstage. And he, this and that. But Miss Producer, please get him from backstage, please.
Hell yeah, that's right. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I've been back there. I've been back. Woo. I'm just trying to maintain my cool. I'm just sitting here. I've been backstage. I've just been eating. I've been backstage. You trying to talk some crap about me? You can't talk right now?
I can't hear
I got laryngitis.
I couldn't hear you.
I said I've been backstage. Yes, I've been here eating my cheesecake that my brother got me. And I've been hearing you talk that crap about me. Yes, I've been backstage. I've been backstage. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, I'm just trying to maintain my cool. I'm trying to maintain my cool. I'm trying to maintain my cool.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Let's start over. Can we start over? I'm sorry. We start over and she didn't know you was backstage. I didn't know you was backstage. Yeah, I've been talking. Yeah, I talked to all about you. You know what I'm saying? I told him if I was little white fella, you would have been on an hour on time. So I'm just saying. We apologize for letting you backstage. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to 101 with America. And we have the main man, special night for him, my boy. I'm going to let him introduce himself. Go ahead, young man.
All right. Jamal Toure, run tell that. As you all heard him go and say, we run tell that, run tell that. Ebony sports reporters, from the hood to the pulpit, sometimes the rabble, our black media, the enemy to Bernard Brown, Robert DeLoach, Julius Hall, the brother to RG, and Trump 24, Van Johnson 24, Herschel Walker 22.
Hey, you know what? I ain't gonna say nothing. Hey, this you. Hey, I'm gonna let you do whatever you. This you. You the main man tonight. You gonna say whatever you want to say. But I got some questions. You know, but whatever you want to say. So you got that off your chest.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So we got this. And let's move on. Question of the night. First thing first. Who are you, and why you got so many names?
I'm from the PC. I'm from the Port City. I'm from Hilton Head. You know, we just keep it real. It's just like that. You know, I belong to everybody. I belong to the people. I belong to my family. I belong to my friends. I belong to my community. I belong. And so that's why I got to wear many hats for many different people. Some people understand and know that Jamal is the angel. Jamal is the angel. Jamal is the angel. But other people know Jamal will also get down with you on some things. Jamal ain't got no patience and other stuff like that. So that's why I wear many hats, so many names. I could be different things for different people. But all of it's tied to, I got the connection to God. God talks to me and lets me know. God will tell me certain things that God won't tell some of y'all. God be like, Bernard is effed up. No, God tell me. God tell me that. God say, look at how Judas give Bernard all the favorites. Look at how Judas give Bernard all the treats. And you get nothing. You get the crumbs off the table, Jamal. You think that's right? I say, no, God. And God said, you go ahead and fix it. So that's why you go on America After Dark. You act a fool. You act a fool. You act a fool on America After Dark.
Hey, you know what? You see how cool and collected I am. I'm letting you see what you got to say. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what? Let me tell you. I calmed down. You know what I'm saying? I had my little brother Jew. I calmed down. So, like I say, I ain't saying nothing. Just you. You say whatever you want to say. I ain't gonna do. Hey, I ain't gonna do no rebuttal. I ain't gonna do no rebuttal. I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna sit here and take it. All right.
Oh, wow. Wow. This is a different night right now. Because I was gonna say, this is the run tell that take over of America After Dark. Yeah. Oh, but see, Bernard is cool. He's cool. He went and took his drink just like that. Like, yeah. He's like, Jamal ain't gonna ruffle my feathers.
You're not, man. You're not. You know what? Hey, I prayed that I don't cuss this Negro out tonight. I did. And I'm cool. You know, because it's your night.
And guess what? Tonight, guess what I'm be doing while doing America After Dark? I'm selling peas. That's what I'm gonna be doing. I want to let you know I'll be selling peas tonight. I'm selling peas while I'm doing the show.
Okay.
First, on our black media, somebody selling peas on the show. That's right.
Hey, you know what? You go ahead and share those peas and do what you got to do. So, go deep with Jamal. Right. Question: why is it so important for you to give back to the community, the black community, and that community don't give back to you?
Well, you know what it's tied to is that people gave to me. It was given to me, so I have an obligation to give to them. And that some of us, you know, we do get selfish. We do get culprit to ourselves. We get culprit about what we're about, and we tend to ignore what goes on with other people. I tell folks, it is not possible for anybody to live here and see the pain and the anguish of other people, and you don't feel it. And so what you might need to realize that people who feel the pain and anguish may one day turn around and cause you a problem. But guess what? If you give to the people, guess what happened? Some of them will remember that. And some of them will now go and say, hey, listen, I got to look out for that brother. I'll give you an example. I told folks this. I said, listen, if I look out for you, I do something for you, and I'm traveling on 16, and let's say my car break down on 16, and I'm on the side of the road on 16, and you going down 16, you like, look, you say, wait a minute, that's Jamal. Then guess what you do? You'll probably stop, turn around, say, Jamal, are you straight? Do you need something? Bam, I got that assistance. But guess, let's say that I have not done anything for you. I've acted an ass with you. I caused you pain and I caused you anguish. When you see me broken down on the side of 16, guess what you do? You're going to feel happy about that. You say, look at that Negro. Yeah, good for his behind. He did me such, so, and so. I said, guess what? It's real easy because I often run into folks who know somebody that I know. Mm-hmm. And then what happened, that person then said, you know, me and so-and-so were talking about you. And they said, it was all good. So that's what happened. Or I meet somebody at that moment. Then I call up that person who they know on the phone. They say, you know, so-and-so. And see, we have a good conversation. I said, guess what? If I had been an asshole to you, guess what? You ain't going to have that type of feeling about me when somebody says they know me. So that's why it's important for us to give back. And even if with regard to the community, if the community doesn't give back, because what it comes down to, Brother Bernard, is this. And I'm saying it like this, that some people don't know who they are. Mm-hmm. And because they don't know who they are, I'm like, how can you tell me about me? If you don't know who you are, you can't tell me about me. And so because I understand that you don't know who you are, so then sometimes I understand you ain't going to have the same light to shine on me like I was trying to shine on you.
Yeah, right. And you know what? And I understand. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say this. The people just watching this show one-on-one with Jamal, Jesus, you know, he got so many names. But at the end of the day, I admire him because I see him all over the place. I see him fight for his community. I see him fight for everybody, not just our community. And I wanted to interview him because he interviewed me twice. And I want the people to see a whole new different side of you. You know what I'm saying? Because we go on a lot of shows. And one thing about it, we know how to switch a head on when we on the Rabble. We know how to switch it on every sports. We know how to switch it on the Walk Dog. We know how to switch it on Run and Tell That. We know how to switch it on America After Dark. You know, we versatile, so we can switch on different subjects. And people don't realize we are very intelligent black men that's trying to do the right thing at the end of the day. So don't get it twisted, America. Don't get it twisted. Every black man that you call dumb ain't dumb. Okay, every black man that you say always shoot somebody ain't shooting somebody. So let's get it right. You know what I'm saying? And this young man here, and the reason why I asked you that question, Jamal, why you give so much to your community and your community don't give much to you, is because I feel like it's the truth. Now tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it's the truth. I feel like you giving what all you can give, and people still criticizing you. Period. So how do you deal with that?
Because again, you gotta know who you are. You know who you are. You know what you're about. And that now let's go and just say this right here. If they criticize Jesus, they criticize Moses, they criticize Muhammad, they criticize Abraham, they criticize Zechariah, they criticize Ezekiel, they criticize Aaron, they criticize all these people of God. They criticize these great women of God also. They criticize them. They talk about them. They talk about Hagar. They talk about all of them. So that I'm like, I don't even compare to none of them.
Right.
So guess what? They're going to talk about me. But because I got their example, guess what? I don't let that faze me because I know sometimes I know what's best for you that you don't know for yourself. Because what might happen, it may take you a while. I'm just talking not to you, brother. I'm talking to people out there in the audience and out there in the world. Even probably not anybody in the audience, but you know there are people around you that you're going to give them advice. Oh, no, let me go back. You in the kitchen. Your mama and daddy tell you not to put your hand on the stove. Guess what? Your mama and daddy tell you don't put your hand on the stove. Mm-hmm. And guess what? Your mama and daddy tell you not to put your hand on the stove.
Yeah.
But you're behind one day, you want to put your hand on something. Then you screaming and hollering. Did I not tell you put your hand on the stove?
Yeah.
See what it is? I ain't want to listen to mama. I ain't want to listen to daddy. And they was trying to tell me, oh, like when you going to tell young people, tell older people, you tell middle-aged people something that's going to occur, you say, hey, do not go and do that because there's going to be some ramifications that you don't want to experience.
Right.
I understand. I have some vision. I have some sight with regard to that. So sometimes we got the sight, we got the vision. Not to say that we're better than anybody else. It's just that we kind of put 2 and 2 together. We come up with that 5. We not see how great it is and how problematic it can be. So we're going to tell you, like, wait a minute, you might not want to do that. So with that even if they don't give me the accolades, I understand that I still got obligation to do because I'm planting seeds. And the seeds, like, here, I'm doing some of the seeds right here, right now, that some of these seeds are going to grow great.
Yeah.
Some seeds are going to be dormant. I planted some seeds ain't come at all. But some other seeds, they're mushrooming. They higher than what I had even imagined. So guess what? That's what it's about. My job is to plant the seeds, as I said, to try to bring about a better world. And that's not to say that everybody might be doing it, but that one person that does it will impact all of us. And that's the beauty that I know. And I've seen that with regard, just going to say, the work that I do, that I've seen that. I've seen where I can talk to, and I've had this experience, talk to over 100 people about something. None of the 100, they heard it. I had talked to them about it. They ain't take no action. Then I'm doing the same thing. What then happens? I tell this person it. Bam, it just hits that person. That person gonna say, that's not right. So that person, now what that person does after I done planted that seed in them, they take it to another level. Then they bring other people on. And so stuff, bam, happens. I'm like, and that's what I'm saying. That's with an adult. Or I've been with adults and shared information with adults, parents and grandparents, uncles and aunts. They heard it. They heard it. They heard it.
Yeah.
And they ain't do nothing. But then I said the same information to their children. The children like, wait a minute, that's not right. So the children take it to another level. So that's why I tell people, and what's so funny is that when people do my tours, and like we go into Yamacraw, and they say how Yamacraw is, the square there, then I go and tell what happened, how the square came about, some of the stuff they're doing right now. I said, that came off of somebody doing a tour with me. I said, he looked at it after I shared the stuff with him and said, this is not right. He and his other sister, they were like, this is not right. And they took it to another level.
Yeah.
Then I had some kids on River Street. We down on River Street. And so I share information with them and share the same stuff with their parents and grandparents, uncles and their guardians. They never thought anything about it. But those kids in their mind, they were like, yo, this ain't right. And they made stuff happen. So my brother, that's why I tell folks, every day I'm doing my thing.
Yeah.
I see what the work that I have done by just planting the seed, they have taken to another level. I'm not saying that I caused it. I'm just saying I planted the seed. They didn't let it got nurtured. It got the sunlight. It got the water, and it just mushroomed. And I'm just looking back like, yeah, that's what it's about. That's what it's about.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're right. So my thing is, I know a lot of people who's watching this, and I know, they say, run and tell it. So tell me this here. Can you give the people your education background?
All right. Okay.
Clear the teeth out. Clear the...
I got.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. So since you asked me, I got to go on like this. I got to go on like this. I went to kindergarten at St. Philip Monumental AME Kindergarten, the mother church of AMEs in Georgia. I went to a Head Start program at Henry Street School on Henry Street that is now owned by SCAD. Then I went to Henry Street Elementary, then went to Hilton Head Elementary on Hilton Head Island, then also went to Jacob G. Smith, then went to Myers when it was still junior high, Myers Junior High. Chop, no Gators in the house. That's why I can see what Bernard, because Bernard with the Myers 7.2. Bam, that's right. Then went to Wilder. Wilder is now owned by Memorial Hospital, just to throw it out there. Then I went to the greatest high school in Savannah, Chatham County, Georgia. And I have to say, if you did not attend it, you must whisper the words if you did not attend it. But any of us can say, Heavens B. Jenkins High School, Herschel B. Jenkins High School, yeah, home of the Warriors, baby. That's right, 1800 Eastern Avenue, yeah. Then I went on to a place called Savannah State University. Savannah State University. But it was Savannah State College when I went there. And we did not have a fondness for people who went to Fort Valley State College or Albany State College because they were known to cheat when they played Savannah State. But I'll leave that alone. That's a story for another day and for another show. I'll leave that alone right there.
Okay.
Then I went to Middle Georgia, the heart of Georgia, Central Georgia, to the Walter F. George School of Law, Mercer University. MU in the house, Mercer Bears, baby, Mercer Bears. Oh, and Tiger territory, that's right. Oh my, lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my, lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. That's right. Because guess what? Now I was letting you know, because what y'all might say, what's up with the lion? Yo, guess what? Y'all might talk about it's Taurus season, Gemini season, Sagittarius, Scorpio season, but all seasons are Leo season. All seasons are Lion season. All seasons are Leo season. We just let y'all have the other season because all seasons are Leo season. Leo is so great that bam, even God set it up. Bam, just like that. The constellation Leo, that's really when Jesus is born. Woo, I'm just saying. Woo, Lord. Even God said Leo is the best. I'm just saying. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my, lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. See, Bernard didn't know he was going. He didn't let me out the bag. He said it's just gonna be your shoot ball. He didn't realize. Cause see, Bernard turned me loose on y'all. Bernard turned me loose on y'all. That's why he was trying to control me all the time. Trying to be controlling me. You gotta control me. That's how I told that contract. They know.
That's why I'm letting you out. I'm unleashing you, man.
That's right. I got freedom. I got freedom. I would have been butt naked, but I said no. I don't no issue with the president.
You can do whatever you want to do. I'm telling you, it's on you, man. I have unleashed you. This is the interview that people have been waiting on.
I'm out the bottle. Then I'm out the bottle. I'm out the bottle, man. I'm out the bottle right now. So now y'all get to see. Some people say because you asked me about the many hats. That was some people might say, Jamal is just chill. Jamal is quiet. Jamal, Jamal doesn't raise his voice. There's a lot of people what? That Negro's a fool. He's crazy. To some people, they're like, all when she gets the car to say, she gets stunned that I could be talking about some stuff and they're like, it was really making sense and all that. Then all of a sudden, she said, I just flipped the script just like that. Bam, a switch going. They're like, they're going so crazy. They're like, how can somebody be talking so much sense in 1 minute and then just bam, just blood? Because that's what's in me. That's what's in me. That's how it is. That's why I tell you, you got to take me how I come to you. You take me how I come to you. And so now, my daughter, she and I had a conversation earlier, and my sister had said, yo, she's just like you. She was going off on the people. Yeah. She was handling the people. She was handling the woman. She said, I had to tell her, chill. So I told my daughter, I said, I'm going to let the world know. When she's cool, you let her be cool.
Yeah.
Because if not, she's going to go off on you, and I'll be like, I had tried to tell you. I had tried to save you. So now she's like, she said, I got it from you. So I'm like, hey.
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah. That's why I said, I try to let people know, when I'm cool, you let me be cool. You let me be chill.
Yeah.
And Bernard said, don't touch me. He said, don't touch me. But
don't touch me.
When you start coming at me, and just like the people see me, I just be just like this. That's it. Like, okay, he ain't showing no emotion or nothing. Because what's going on in my mind saying, oh, they trying to handle you right now. Or they trying to front. And so then, and what we do, we did him, bang. Then, oh my God, they're like, he didn't start going out. He was like eating us up. Like, yeah. And then I go back and retreat right back like this. And so people try to understand, like, there's something wrong with you psychological. No, it ain't. I just know like this. I can go ahead and get it out and cut you up. And I can go back and chill because I'm like, I done did what I needed to do. So, yeah. So that's why you let me out the bottle. So that's why I wear all them hats, because there's many faces to who I am. Many
Yes.
faces.
Yes. And you know what? And I know that. And I wanted the people to see that. I want the people to see there was another damn fool besides me. So that's why I want to bring you on the show. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second coming.
Oh,
Welcome to
you
the
set me
second
up.
coming.
Oh, you set me.
I ain't the only one.
Oh, oh,
On a serious note,
oh.
next subject on the serious note.
I'm going to be politically correct from now on. Okay. You
Hey,
set me up. Like you did me
hey.
last Saturday, but I believe that alone. Okay.
Hey, bro, you know what time it is. Hey, on a serious note, just being honest, I have a question for you. Who is the most important person in your life and why? Who is the most important person in your life and why? Let the people know.
I have to be my mother, my daughter, my sister, my brother, my grandnephews. 'Cause I don't have any grandchildren, but my
Mm-hmm.
grandnephews, and and my nieces and my nephews. Most important because again, they represent. I'll say this: my father. My father is no longer here. My father passed away, and so my father got to see some of his grandchildren, but not all of his grandchildren. And
Mm-hmm.
so my father, if he was to see his grandchildren and also his great grandchildren, he will be showering them with all the attention. So for me, that's why it becomes important, because I'm like, I have to continue part of his legacy. He's not here physically. So that's why they have to be important to me, and that I have to like roll with them on some things and be right there for them. So yeah, I'll say that. Then outside of that, all the rest of my family members, and then other people who I've had the experience, like 1501, my crew, who people who been right there with me when we've been teaching them, and then they go and turn around and teach me, and I have the loyalty and all that. So that man love for them. But so that's it. Starting with mother, daughter, sister, my
Yeah.
brother, my like I said, my grandnephews, and all that, because they hit me up, they come at me, they be coming at me. They like, yeah. I said, okay, these jokers here. I said, yeah, and I told all of them, I said, and when I become old, y'all gonna take care of me. They said, yeah, uh-huh. I said, okay. If now I'm gonna talk about you, I'm gonna make money off y'all.
Yeah. So question. I seen you on Instagram and Facebook and couple weeks ago. Do you own a farm? I see you on
All
a farm. Do you own a farm?
right. All right. So it go and I'm gonna tell you something funny. Well, I'm saying, um, and good question, my brother. And you now allow me to have an opportunity to discuss this. Um, like I share with people, I tell people, I say I'm from Savannah and Hilton Head. So I just didn't grow up in Savannah, I grew up on Hilton Head also. And so, interesting thing is that in my family had always been involved in farming,
Mm-hmm.
fishing, and shrimping, and hunting. Had always been involved in all elements of that. And so, like this time of the year, as kids, we would be out there in the fields. I had thought all of my cousins were in the field too.
Mm-hmm.
I found out at one of my uncle's homegoing services last year, when I had said to some, I was gonna say, we wasn't out there. I was like, what the hell? What the hell? So they just had some of us out there. I thought all of us in the fields.
Uh-huh.
So that experience, like I said, seeds get planted. And so, now when I'm now at Hesby, Heavens B. Jenkins High School, and so now I'm playing football. So I'm not going over there and doing anything in the field because, we got practice and other stuff like that. Then I'm going to Savannah State. And so I'm doing Savannah State. Then I'm at Mercer. Then I might come back to Savannah. So I'm doing my other things. And so one of my friends said something. One of my friends, he's from the Virgin Islands, and he's a medical doctor, and he's in Spartanburg, South Carolina. And what was so funny, we was on a tour actually, and another
Mm-hmm.
friend of ours went to school with us, and I was doing a tour. I'm down the First Ave with the brother, and Randall said, Simon is a farmer. I'm like, what? A farmer? He like, yeah, Simon is farmer. Simon brought me such and such. So I said, wait a minute. Y'all done come from South Carolina and he gave you all this right. Y'all didn't bring me nothing. So then I called the brother up when we on the tour. I said, wait a minute, every time, how you give us friends such and so? He like, yeah, man, Jamal. So what he would do when he come to town, so it's like homecoming, he bringing me stuff, to give to my mom and all of that. And so then one day we on Montgomery Street, we talked doing a video with him. He said, man, you can't have a revolution if you can't feed yourself. I was like, yo, if it can't, that's deep. I said, we ground, he told me we're going to fight and other stuff like that. But other people controlling what we eat. Other people controlling whether we have access to food. We got other people controlling all elements of that. And I'm like, wow. So then I'm thinking on that level right there, my brother. Then when I'm starting doing some of this, when I found out that there was a rental program over in Port Wentworth done at Promised Land Farm. I know about Promised Land because they do a collard greens giveaway in the fall. You come out there and pick collard greens, you know, and this is black farmland. What then happens is that I want to get involved with it, but then COVID comes in. So then there's a brother who I know who's an archaeologist, again, a black archaeologist that's right here in Savannah. So I see the brother last year at an event that was put on by BEMA, by, again, part of Our Black Media, ATR. They put it on last year. So I like see the brother, and he advertised it. I said, wait a minute. I said, they doing the rental program? He like, yeah. He said, Doc, we've been doing something. I said, so it never stopped. I'm like, okay. So that's why I said, we're going to get involved in that. And I wanted to get some other people involved in it also. And so that's what happened. So then I went out there, was going to do just one role. Now I expanded. We got 3 roles. And so now with Uncle Bob, you know, they got that level of trust with me. And that's what I'm saying, because they saw how I was functioning. They were like, you are dedicated to this. And I started saying, listen, I said, farming is not a hobby. It's a lifestyle. And so, but I began to understand something that, again, because we talk about this on other shows. And it hit me that from Port Wentworth to Garden City to West Savannah to Carver Village, Brickyard, even I said to Cloverdale, it ain't no grocery stores.
True.
So I told folks, I said, 3 cities in Chatham County, if you go down Highway 21, there are no grocery stores. And who are in those areas? A lot of black and brown faces, us. And I was like, yo, this is something we got to do. This is something we got to work on. So then that's when some of the farming I've been doing. Actually, I want to test some stuff, see some stuff, get some stuff, have stuff to eat, of course, but then also now get seeds. They get seeds now to give to folks for them now to do their own farming. Because I had people, and I started telling folks about this. Some folks I say, you know, my grandma, I used to do it in Carver Village. I used to do it such so I got stuff going in my backyard. So I'm like saying, we all been doing this type of stuff. And then especially when Aldrin, Bernetta Bryant, Lanier talks about Hudson Hill, she talked about how you had all these fruits that were growing and vegetables growing in Hudson Hill. But we don't do it anymore. And I tell folks, guess what? Someone's got so caught up what other people try to tell us to do, they just go to the supermarket when our people were doing that. And I had that conversation with Rodney. So that's why I've been out there doing it. That's why I go out there. You know, I'm like saying, hey, I'm trying to get some seeds, not just to eat, but then to give to some folks, say, hey, you can plant this in your backyard. You can plant this in your own little compost, and I mean other things like that, and you can go forward with it. So, because again, it's about us taking care of it and our health. You know, yeah. Okay. And I do be out there sweating and all that. You know, I learned, but now I'm going to tell you something happened to me too. Again, because like I said, and actually I began to say, this is my background that I came from.
Right.
So it ain't like it's something foreign. Because even like, I'm using Beecher-Coolin in Riceboro, Georgia. We do a sugarcane harvest, and I went and planted some sugarcane 2 years ago. Sugarcane been coming up, and so that I'm like saying, okay, but then I planted a bunch of watermelon. My watermelon are exploding in the fields because what happened, I knew I should have been planting early April, but I waited until late April. And so now it is now July and it's too much heat. The watermelons have not developed yet. So, but that heat coming on them, that heat caused them to explode. So I said, no, I got to just go ahead and get the seeds and just be ready for next year. Cause I got yellow watermelon, but I got some watermelon that are going to be coming up. I'm going to make sure I cover them up, you
Right.
know, some new ones. So yeah, but yeah, they come from a hot area. So I'm gonna do that because I want to get some of these seeds and share with people so they can
Right.
not plant it, and that they're not GMO seeds, but then these are seeds that heirloom seeds that people can just plant over and over. And so again, that way, if something's shut down, you can still feed yourself.
Oh, okay. You're a very interesting little young fella, you know. Hey, and I just want to get the background for, you know, the farming and everything. And now um I have a very important question for you. I'm gonna change subject for you
All right, cool.
and say, ask yourself. So I got this question for you right now. Can you remember the best P Valley that you ever had? Can you remember?
Yeah, I can. I can. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I can. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Talk to us about it.
I think about it. I think about it every day too. I think about it every day. I think about it every day. I think about it every day. Um, the best popsicle valleys was back in the day when the ice cream truck would come. Them popsicle valleys, oh my God.
Uh,
I, the one I really like the one you had to push up and stuff like that. You know, it had the orange flavor, all that. That was like, all right. But I'm like, any fudge, you know, even, you know, like all that's like straight, you know, like, you know, the lemon type flavors, all that. That
right,
was all
right.
good. That was the best P Valley I ever had. I think about all the time. And so, because there ain't nothing like a good thrill, a P Valley thrill. Ain't not like a good P Valley thrill. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. And I think about every day. Oh my God, why you doing me like that right now? Why you doing me like that? Why you doing me?
Hey, because
Cause, cause you,
I
why you, cause, no, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
see. Man, hey, hey, I told you, man, I was letting you, I was letting you get through the little juicy part and, you know, your background and everything. You know what I'm saying? I was letting you get through all that, letting you
See,
get comfortable.
this thrill is out of Garden City. This is a thrill out of Garden City. Woo! P Valley, P Valley.
And it's good. It is good.
It is good.
It's touchdown.
Touchdown. I think about thrills and peanut popsicles all the time.
Yeah. So
And
what year
especially
that was?
what year?
Yeah.
That's 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000, 2010s, 2020s. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
hey.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
I, re-
All right.
I remember laying out with it. I remember laying out with it. I was sucking on it, sucking on it. I'm like, ooh, embracing it. Ooh.
All right.
I love my popsicles.
Okay.
I love my thrills,
Okay. Well, that's good.
especially that are made by the thrill lady, by the thrill lady, by the thrill. I
Hey,
like the thrill ladies. I don't like the thrill mans. No thrill man. I like the thrill ladies.
hey. Um, do you like do, hey, do
What's
you
wrong?
like paint lemonade? Paint lemonade?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. I love lemonade. I like it pink. I like it red. I like it orange. I like all type of lemonades, and pink is good.
Okay, pink is
I'm,
good.
and you know, and it probably helped my laryngitis, you know, too.
Hey, and you sound better. I mean, you
Uh,
really do.
yeah,
Yeah,
because
you really
I'll go
do.
make sure I'll go make sure I be here because I
Yeah,
wasn't gonna
yeah.
have no foolishness. Yes.
All right. Hey, hey, we're gonna stick on the same down line. Like we got a little open mic here. A lot of people was asking me this about you.
Mm-hmm.
I had, you know, and this on a serious note, this based on a true
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
and they want to know, first of all, they want to know, do you have a woman? And they want to know what type of woman that you like.
Y'all have seen this show for over a year. Y'all know I ain't got no lady. Y'all know I want a lady. Y'all know that. Y'all know I want a thrill lady. Y'all know that. Y'all know I want popsicle. Y'all know that.
Yeah.
So, but now, I just be real about it. That she got all right things, the qualities that she's attractive. She got I gotta look at her and it gotta make me like, ooh.
Yeah.
Some people are like, no, it's her personality. I'm like, the first thing for me is that somebody that I find attractive.
Right.
Now, if I say, what type of attraction? No, I'm not saying, we have our rank. I'm saying, okay. Let me go and put it out there. African woman, Black woman. Again, African American woman. That's my interest. So if you want to call yourself African American, or Black, that's what I like. And with regards to Black women, African American women, that again, it's a range of beauty within them that you can see sisters be like, I like that. And it's not say a certain type, it's just the beauty. And then I'm saying that's the first thing, bam, that gets me. Because again, I'm just saying, see, because people do this with regards to ideals, or excuse me, not ideals, that how the genders function. No matter what you might get all this other stuff, when it comes to men are visual. Men are visual. Men, it's like, bam, it's what they see.
Right.
Women, that it's the audio, it's what they're hearing, it's what they're not taking in, and it's germinating, and it's factory going around. So they taking a little deeper. It's not, they even see the physical, but it's some other thing that they're not also getting to. So men, it's like right there. So for me, bam, of course the physical, but then after, now it's like when we're not talking, having a conversation. Excuse me, because like I saw some stuff, talk about regarding, King Von. I'm like looking like, okay, the sister's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
But the foolishness that's coming out of her mouth,
yeah,
I'm like, I ain't even interested in that. I'm like, the stupidity. And I'm like, how can somebody even want to deal with that stuff? So then now, first, I'm going to come in based on, the personality. I mean, based on the physical, the attraction, and what will keep me there is that now, that personality, that mindset. And with me, it's not about her position or anything like that. It's about her.
Yeah.
It's totally about her. Is this the type of person that's going to let me have peace in my life? When I say peace in my life, that this is going to be a person that I can be able to build something. We can build something with. That at least for that moment in time that we can build. That we can build, if it's enjoyment, if it's a time together, if it is something that we can bring some relief to one another, that like, yes. If we can build for a lifetime, that we're going to be married, like, yes, that we are able to build. Yeah. Because then I'm not saying, that's what this is about. It's not about her being my enemy and me being her enemy. I'm like, that I tell folks, and I share this with you, that I come from, I guess I need to throw that out there too, that the physical, the personality, but then also someone who is strong. And I'm not talking about the general thing they talk about, strong Black women. Listen, I tell folks, I say, the women in my family, they are assertive women. So for me, that's why I don't have no issue about somebody that she such so or that this woman is leading such. I'm saying, listen, in my family, because I'm saying, in the bulk of my family, we got husbands and wives in the family. So that means mamas and daddies are right there. So that means that daddy's strong, mama's strong. So guess what? So that's why I'm like, the women in my family are not necessarily meek women. They got their thoughts, they got their opinion, they put it out there. I don't know anything about suppressing women, their thoughts and their mindsets, anything like that. That's why I say, even my own daughter, I tell people like that, yo, this one here, yo, this one here, this one. She said she get it from me. I'm kind of scared of her myself because this one right here is dangerous right here. But then I'm saying, yes, that's cool with me. So that's what I'm saying again. That is somebody who, when I'm weak, she can give me that inspiration to be strong.
Right.
When she's weak, I can give her the inspiration to be strong. And what was so funny, I had one sister say to me when some things were happening with her, she like, you can't be my lover and my counselor. You know, I'm saying to myself, like, what? I'm like, yo, if you got some issues going on and it ain't necessarily straight, if I love you, then I'm gonna say some things to try to help you. I'm gonna do what I got. Because that's the same thing I want from you. That's what I want. Because there are times that I know I might not be thinking straight, but you got my back. I ain't got to worry about that because you got me.
Yeah.
Like I might say, that's some simple stuff right there. That's some absolutely simple stuff right there. That again, so it's somebody that I know I can trust, who I ain't got to sweat that I know she's looking out for me.
Yeah.
She looks out for me because that's my job to look out for her too. Because and now we're gonna move into something else. That also somebody that's loyal. Yeah. Somebody that's loyal. Because I understand that if I decide to come into your life, I'm gonna be a part of your life, and you let me come into your life. Because I say like this, it's like for a woman, I'm just saying, this is me, my thoughts, my perspective. My thoughts is that if she let me come into her life, then she has honored me. So it's an honor for me to come into her life. It's an honor that she has not allowed me to come into her life. So, yo, check this out. So I gotta be loyal to her. I gotta be real with her. So I can't come playing games with her.
Yeah.
So I might say no. I might say, so I gotta come and I gotta know that she gotta know that, listen here, I can trust him. Even if he around 15 naked women, I ain't got to worry about him even trying to go after them because he knows and feels that I'm the best thing. That's what I'm saying. So, but my sister, because I'm attracted to her, even I might see somebody and they might be beautiful, but guess what? Because me and her together, yo,
yeah,
because she and I match together, I fall for her. I'm into her. I'm like, so that loyalty becomes important. So that's likewise the same thing with me, And then also I believe in equality. My thing is this, like I'll put it out there. Don't you even get the notion in your head that if I contact you, I need to contact you all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, that thing is reciprocal. All the part of this is that. If I contact you, and it's just like that, you don't respond back. Check this out. Jamal gonna have problems. Jamal be like, oh, so it's like that? No, It's not about me chasing you like that.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. Because again, when it comes down to all of it, really to say, it's all respect right there. It's all respect. Because I'm like saying, hey, because I want to come into your world. I let you in my world. We are together. So guess what? I call you, hit you up, or something like that. It's like, like 12 hours later, you're going to like say, hey, see, I can't use the language that I will respond with, because we on the show, Like, I contacted you like early this day, like I contacted you last night. You just not. And like, then they're going to say, I'm like, I was busy, such and so and so. People who know me like telling people say, yo, Jamal be in 3 cities in one day. He be in 3 days. Like, yo, I was going to say Helena. I was going to say Helena. I was Savannah. Then had to go say Helena. Then had to come back here and do some stuff. Then I told people, I said, listen, I got to do America Talk. Oh, let y'all know, it was the Red and Black Balls tonight for Herschel B. Jenkins High School. Herschel B. Jenkins High School was on. And I told people, I can't be there because I got to be on America After Dark.
Yeah.
I told them I got to be on America After Dark. So here goes. So even the people, the Warriors were saying, wow. They said, you got a busy day. And they were like, and you got laryngitis and all that. I said, yeah. So that's what my thing, when she's saying that she busy and she can't do that, I'm like, yo, you know the stuff I do.
Yeah.
You know I'm busy as hell too. But I make time for you. I
Yeah.
make time. And I said, you know why I make time for you? Because you are important to me.
Yeah.
Because I respect you. But if you ain't doing that, because guess what, Jamal? I tell folks, Jamal is a mirror. Jamal is a mirror. Because how you deal with Jamal, Jamal can deal with you the same way. Like,
Yeah.
you ain't contact me? You didn't so when you didn't send me a text message, something like that, and I'm slow to respond, then you all upset about it. I'm like, yo, check
Yeah.
this out. You need to be
Good.
real. You need to be real because that's what it's about. It's about equality. Now I'm talking about it's
Yeah.
about equality. I believe in equality. That's the other thing. So again, the attraction, the
Yeah.
personality, the loyal, the honesty, and with regards to again the equality, they're getting all that sort of respect stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And you know what?
And I was saying, and if we decide we don't want to be together, that it ain't working like that, we gotta respect that. You know,
Right.
because I had that experience. I've said to some sisters like, yo, check this out. You know, me and you are cool. We're friends. You know, we ain't gonna give it a shot.
Yeah.
And like, yo, check this out. And if you decide like, hey, you know, this really interfering in the friendship, something that's right here.
Yeah.
And so we can I'm big enough to understand. I'm willing to accept. Say, okay, we gave it a shot. We gave it a try. It's all cool. But I've had some sisters be like, no, because you don't want to be friends anymore. I'm like, yo, I ain't
Yeah.
sweating that. You know, I think that we don't need to have a relationship. I'm like, yo, I'm saying, did I not just say that to you? I might say, okay, that ain't really on me. That's on you.
Yeah.
Because that's something else some people try to push this stuff off on you when really it's them. So yeah.
Yeah. And you're right. You know what, Jamal? You hit every point. That's why I just was sitting there listening, because you hit every point that I have. You hit every point. And I'm like this here. And it's like this here, Jamal. We want to stay in our race. We want to love our black women. We want to stay where we know our foundation at. Period. If I love you, love me back. You know what I'm saying? We friends. We don't. If I call you, call me back. I'm getting tired of that one-sided situation. And you know what my daughter said? My daughter told me, she said, you know what? If you get in a relationship and it's one-sided, you need to move on. You
That's
know what I'm
right.
saying? And these girls don't have time for the nonsense. Just like the girls don't have time for the nonsense, the men don't have time either. I'm like this him. I don't have time to deal with, time that I have. I don't waste my time. If I love you, I love you. I'm gonna give my all to you, and that's it. If I call you, I respect. Call me back. If I text you, text me back. Don't say, "Oh, you texted too much." Don't say you called. Don't none of that. At the end of the day, we
Yes,
are
sir.
black
Yes,
men.
sir.
We are black men that have, trust me, a village to pull from. But we want to stay in our black field. So I'm gonna ask you a question on this here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get to a point where you have to maybe go to another race? Would you go to another race to see if it's the same thing? Because my thing is this: women's are women, but you got black, white, green, purple, and everything. You know what I'm saying? Sunshine everywhere. But if you can't get the sunshine here, maybe you can get the sunshine other ways. So what you think about that?
You know, I have to say this. I don't begrudge anybody with the person who they love, and I just gonna say it's love, not some sick love. Because for
Right.
some people, it's like erotic stuff. It's a fetish. You know that they want to get with a black person, want to get with a Caucasian person. So
Right.
it's a fetish. So it really ain't love. So I don't begrudge anybody. And for me,
Mm-hmm.
you know, of course, that's something that does come into play with me with certain people. That some people I think, okay, if you ain't got nobody and you ain't had anybody for a while, why don't you go over, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because you know so on. So some of them like, you know, I'm like, for me, it's my sisters, you know, it's my
Yeah.
sisters, you
Yeah.
know, my sisters, and and not be. I'm going to throw this out there to you, and and people try to criticize black women. They try to criticize black women in the United States. I said, listen here. If you've dealt with black women from Africa to the Caribbean and here in the U.S., black women are the same regardless.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's my experience from sisters from the continent. That some people might think, oh, they're pushovers. Again, I can't say the language. Like,
Yeah.
what? She
Yeah.
ain't no pushover. Even how she come at people, I'm like saying, this is from the Caribbean. It's like, like, yo, okay. So that's why for me, I'm like, there are enough black women in the world that
Yeah.
I take this just me personally, that
Yeah.
I don't think I have to go over to someone else. That again, the range of black women that are around the entire world, it's just that what I go and think, how my mind operate, that she could be right around the corner. She could be right around the corner.
Yeah.
That I go, which I'll be frank with you, I do go and ask the Most High. I put it out there to the Most High, for to send me someone into my life.
Yeah.
I go and do that because, and I keep my antennas up, so that way also to say, because my thoughts are, because I'm optimistic about it, that
Yeah.
she's right around the corner. She's right around the corner. That she's right around the corner. Easton, she's right around the corner. That's how I look at it. And so for me, that's why I don't, beat myself up and be all down about, oh, I'm like, no, because I know she's right around the corner. When she comes, she and I are going to have a wonderful time. She and I are going to be walking, strolling the
Yeah.
street, holding hands. We're going to stand up. I'm going to be kissing her. Other stuff right there. Everybody going to be looking like that. And, I'm like, we're going to be laughing. We're going to be, we're going to be at a place and something's going on. We're going to look at each other. We're just going to bust out and laugh. We're like, we're going to have that. We're going to have that communication. Well, it's just the way we look at one another. That, and that time, like I say, that time to chill, that again. And we ain't being pretentious, because I seen people where folks are just absolutely pretentious. Ain't real, but they're there. Then I had other people that I know who engage in relationships because it's a business decision, decision.
Right.
And they talk to me about that,
Yeah. And you're right. It's like, and hey, we boys, we have our little groups. And I think out of all of us, I'm probably I'm probably the craziness.
Yes.
Hey, and I'll be
That's
honest.
true.
Yes, it's true.
That's true.
I like I say, I love my black women. At the end of the day, all women are sweet, intelligent women. But my thing is this: it take a strong black woman to deal with my personality, and just to deal with me. What's up, Pete? And have lost the art of a relationship. Yeah, because one thing about it, Jamal, I don't like people to take my kindness for weakness. If I give to you, I give to you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and don't try
absolutely.
to. I'm just saying, I ain't talking about nobody. I'm just saying what I seen over the years. Right. I'll be 60 years old next week. So, and right now, I'm single. Do I want to be single? No, I don't want to be single. I'm working on it. I'd rather work on the relationship that I used to have to build it up than me to go somewhere else. And you know what my daughter told me? She said, Daddy, she said, I don't have time to get to know anybody else. So I think you better go straighten that shit out and handle it. But at the end of the day, sometimes you have to step away, Jamal. Sometimes you have to step away to really find what y'all want in situations. Sometimes that step away gonna make the relationship better at the end of the day. And I know, beauty, put it this, I love beauty. That's my weak point. I love beauty. Everything about beauty. So Miss Producer, why don't you put up no conversation? Why don't you put up no comments? Let's go with the comments. Hey, Jamal, put up. I think I can see, but you might can see better. Put up all the comments that came through. Put up P comment. Put James comment. Put up most of the comments. We commercial time now. Let's go with a commercial time, and we're gonna read all our comments right now until we get to part 2 of Run and Tell like Jamal, Ebony Sports Proto, The Rabble, America After. He got all these shows he on. And we appreciate him. So
hold up. You just say James.
Yeah, James made a comment under there.
You talking about Ice Corner.
Ice Corner.
Ice Corner, who talked about me last week.
Yes, he
Y'all
did.
made me look like a fool in front of everybody, the whole nation, thinking that y'all said wonderful things about me. And when I looked at it on Sunday and saw how y'all made a mockery of me, yeah, let's go to a commercial. We gotta come back to that. Yeah,
we going to commercial, and this the commercial. We go.
I'm gonna eat some P Valley right now.
Yeah, go ahead and eat some P Valley. Tell me how it is, and drink some pink lemonades. Pink lemonades. Hey, thank y'all everybody for tuning in on this great one-on-one. Hey, it's been time coming. Man, we learned a lot about you the first half. It's a lot of stuff I learned that I didn't know. That's why I'm being quiet, because you are a very interesting young man. We want to thank everybody who's tuning in. We want to thank HAR Black Media. We want to thank our Black Media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that. And we moving what in 3 weeks we going to what, Ruco, and that's how.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then we want all y'all to follow us. So when you laying in your bed or in your bathroom and you got a TV sitting on the toilet and you got a TV in your bathroom, you can turn on there and check us out. You know what I'm saying? We everywhere in your living room, outside, inside, bathroom, all that, and in your bedroom. So I want to, like I said, I want to thank Jamal for being the gracious person that he is to come here. And what Jay said, we love you, Jamal, from the friend here at the zoo. No, you didn't, Jamal. No, you didn't. And we love you, Jamal, for the friends here at the zoo Atlanta. Damn, Jamal. Hey, Ike, we miss you. We see you next week, Ike. Hey, Jamal, don't worry about it. The following week, I'm going to interview Ike. So you can get him back, you know. Hey, but thank you again, America. And Miss Producer, you okay? Jamal, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Something going on with this, but
I can hear you.
But hey, like I said,
I can hear you. I can hear you, and I can see you. Yeah.
We're gonna share. Cash app us, send us money so we can pay some bills. We thank y'all, and we going on to our part 2 interview with the great Jesus, Jamal. Hey, let's get personal, Jamal. Let's get personal. Let's get personal. So one thing, I got a couple personal questions, but I want to ask you this here. How did you come up with your show Run and Tell That? What it was based on?
He trying to play me right now. Trying to play me.
Yeah.
So let me share this with you all. For the America After Dark fans and viewers, there's another name that Bernard has not told y'all that he calls me. Ike calls me also, and Julius called me also. They call me El Stupido. El Stupido, the stupid. El Stupido, that's my name, because they know that if I don't come on the show, they know they can tell me anything has been said about the show. And I believe them. They were like, that's El Stupido. We can say anything and tell him, we can lie to him. He ain't gonna believe us. Then I have to look at the show 24 hours later, 48 hours later, and I see the truth. So that's the other name they call me El Stupido. So Run Tell That. That's what it's about. You know how we do it. You know, something happened in the community. You talking to somebody, you're like, Run Tell That. So now we tell everybody in America, Run Tell That. Go run tell that. Let Bernard know. Y'all know that Jamal know they call him El Stupido. That's what it is. Run tell that. So that was a part of what we want to do. We want to do things to empower people, put stuff out and say, run tell that. You know, like, hey, if somebody come on, just like we had Bishop Jermaine Oliver this week right here. Run tell that. Go share that. You know, we got some other folks coming on next week, but we want to say, run tell that. And so, but again, it was when we having conversations. Now, I tell you one of the most amazing thing about that. I tell people, I said, the show, we having conversations. That is simple. It's easy going. I'm like, yo, I don't really want to be putting no topics out there for y'all.
Right.
You know, when you come on the show. But some people is like they thought that had to need. I say, we just having a conversation because sometimes you know what works well when we having a conversation, then it sparks something else. So
Right.
on the show, I tell them we're gonna do that. And so then I, you know, at least I give them some things because I say people doing things, and I might say, if you're doing it, you know it well enough to like if I was to talk to you about basketball and you share with me some of your strategies in basketball. It don't take a lot. You ain't got no questions for me about that. But guess what? And then when I tell the people, I tell them, I say, listen, it's all simple. Like one of the questions that I ask them, people who come over and tell them, I say, who's your people? It's like, I'm like, y'all know how we do in the Black community. When we say who's your people, you talking about your family, you talking about your mom, your daddy, your grandma, you talk who you come from. They start going, well, my people is the community. So, all right, I got that. I got that. But my daddy is Claude Lee Jr. My mom is Evelyn Murray Lee. My daddy, such and so, my aunt was Aunt Sadie. Such and so, my grandma, Annabelle, my granddad. And I'll be amazed at sometimes. But then, and I tell folks especially, we're going to tell that I want to be the person to get the people to be my guests. Right. Because when somebody else did that, got somebody on, it took that person a while for them to even gel with some of it. I'm like saying, this is a struggle right here. Yeah. So, but I said the show basically, you know, and I would say one of the great supporters of our Black media is Reverend Betty Jones. And so now she's like, okay, I like the show because again, we bring out there people who people don't necessarily always hear from or they see, but they see some of the work they're doing. So that's why we create the show, Run Tell That. Because again, initially going to be a conversation between me and another brother named Nigel, you know, but we couldn't get the technical stuff set up with him. So, but that's what good because I have a perspective. Nigel has a perspective, and so we're going to do that, and we have something, and people are going to hear us. But when it comes down to it, our stuff, we are brothers. You know, come down to it. He's a Republican, and he's not no handkerchief head Republican. Mm-hmm. He is a Black nationalist Republican that some people don't know. So that's why people know I'm Pan-African. So and people think, well, we might be different. No, because Nigel and I are on the same page. So we created the show, Run Tell That, but then I moved it to, again, what now is empowerment and bringing guests on to talk and have conversation.
Okay. All right. But yeah, it's like.
And since I got to say this for the America After Dark viewers, Run Tell That is the little brother show of all our Black media shows. We are the little, don't shake your head like that. Don't go, because it's my night, ain't it? I put it on, I can put it, it's my night to tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth, saying the devil. I'm shaming the devil right now. Run Tell That is the little brother show of all our Black media shows. Run Tell That it comes on 6 o'clock on Wednesdays, and it must be off by 6:57. And guess what? I'll be talking like Mr. Pip. They cut me off. They cut me off. And then as soon as you see it, when they just cut me off, like I'm like, oh my God. And then have new producers come, tell the new producer, I say, listen, let me get this up. And so they say, yeah, okay. I'm doing that. I'm like, and we had just told them, yeah, we are the little brother show of all the Black media shows. But guess what? We don't sweat it. We still do what we got to do because that's what it is. We don't sweat it. We go forward. Other shows on our Black media, they have 5 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, 3 hours, 16 hours. Run Tell That, 57 minutes and counting.
Hey, you know, hey, I ain't saying nothing because, like I say, it's your night. I'm gonna be calm. And Jules did tell us, make sure he can be able to run this. So I'm telling you, you know what? And Jamal, one thing they don't know about us, and with me and you and the little fella RG and Jules, Hey, you see, I
I
ain't
take
talking about him
offense
tonight.
when you say the little fella RG. I take offense. I'm gonna stand up for my brother because I know you trying to throw some stuff out there. Yeah.
Hey, hey, this the next subject. You know, the little fella RG. I'm gonna tell you right now, boy, he got on my nerve. He got on my nerve, boy. I'm telling you, man. I had to get calmed down. The little fella. Hey, the little fella he's very special. I love little bro, but boy, whoo. Hey, and you know what? Little fella, I will be interviewing him in a couple weeks, but boy. So I want to ask you a question.
All right.
And people want to know, based on a true story,
Uh-huh.
do you have beef with me? Do you have beef with me?
All right. So I need to be honest, right?
Yeah, be honest.
All right. So people see me responding to Bernard and see how Bernard comes at me and how Bernard calls me El Stupido. We laugh and stuff like that. So I'm going to explain to you all the history. We are in Garden City, West Side Stadium. We are seeking, we are seeking to go to the playoffs. And what happens, Tompkins High School, we are playing at West Side Stadium. Tompkins High School is upset that they're being whipped by the Warriors. So there is someone, we have a running back by the name of Ronald Wilson. Ronald Wilson has now ran, and he ran out of bounds, but then there's someone who people call Razor. Razor comes, and he just goes and just forearms and hits Ronald while Ronald's out of bounds. Of course, the entire Warrior sideline is upset, and we come over there because we don't play that type of stuff. And then what happened, the Tompkins Wolverines, they called the Garden City Police on us. They had the Garden City Police to remove us because Razor, and we found out his last name was Brown, Razor Brown, decided, little sweat. Razor Brown decided to hit one of our people, and they called the Garden City Police on us. We want to let them understand that we are the real West Side in Savannah, and that we were going to let them know something. And so later on, many people said, whenever, in the rest of our lives, by the time if we at our deathbed, and we find Razor Brown, we will punish Razor Brown. We will punish him. We will make sure he feel the pain that was felt by the entire team when he did that. And Garden City Police stopped us from jumping on all the Tompkins and his behind specifically. We found out that Razor Brown is AKA Bernard Brown. So my issue with Bernard Brown goes back to Jenkins and Tompkins. There was a bounty put on his head. A bounty was put on his head. A bounty was put on his head. But guess what? Because I like the little fella, I took the bounty off his head. I said, he all right because he went to Myers. He's all right. So I took the bounty off his head, but that does not mean I'm supposed to let it slide. But I love Bernard Brown, and I have fun with Bernard Brown.
Hey, there you go, America. But I would say this here. Me and this young man, we crazy. We have, we have different point, right point. We ride or die with ATR media, All Black media. Man, this guy here, I'm telling you right now, you see how he acting now? If you in his company, I wouldn't even know he was there with me. That's how quiet he be. You know what I'm saying? I know he ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? You give him some chicken, boy, he ain't got nothing to say. He ain't got nothing to say. You give him some chicken. But like I said, we don't, for the record, me and Jamal do not have beef. For the record, me and the little fella, RG, do not have beef. Yeah, but he the little brother, but he gets on my damn nerve, man. He can get under, you know how we don't get under your skin, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, dude, shut up, be calm, dude. Get your time, you know. Stop being, you know, stop being RG.
Oh, I'm not
Hey,
laughing with you. I'm not laughing with you. I'm not laughing.
yeah, he
I'm not
is.
laughing.
Yeah, he is. Hey, so I got this here. I am crazy enough to believe that hey, so how long you think you gonna last for being single? How long you think? I am crazy enough to believe that you're gonna stay single for the rest of your life. And somebody text me, because I got somebody text me and wanted to ask me that right then, based on a true story. If it's hot off the press, say how long Jamal gonna stay single with his wife beater shirt on tonight?
I'm just tomorrow. I won't be single tomorrow.
You
Tomorrow,
won't?
I have me a woman tomorrow. I have me a lady tomorrow.
You will?
Yeah. And if
Okay.
it don't happen, and if it don't happen that tomorrow, it'll happen the next tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. And I have last question. And this off the record. What motivates you? What motivates you to be with HAR Black Media, our Black Media? What's your motivation? What motivates you to just do what you do for the organization, and you know, how long this gonna last?
Money, 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 money. I'm just waiting on the money. I'm just waiting on the money. I'm just waiting on the money. I'm waiting on the money. Because again, it's about information. You know,
Yeah,
doing what we need to do. You know, being
yeah,
responsible and playing a role with regard to making some changes and helping out. So yeah,
yeah,
that's what it's about. You
yeah,
know, and we understand is planting the seeds also, planting the seeds for what may happen. That someone sees America After Dark, they pick it up, then I come along with it, and then I get the money. I have
yeah,
better contracts. I have better con.
yeah, yeah.
I have better contracts. I have better contracts.
Hey,
Yeah, excuse me, I have better contracts. Because this type of contract they give me right now, yeah, I have better contract.
hey, you know what? Hey, I enjoyed this. Hey, like I said, man, I wanted to do this for a minute. I wanted to let other people see, you know, and I just came up with this, Jamal. I swear. I said, you know what? I want to do America After Dark one-on-one, the interview, for all our Black media person. I hope that I can get Keisha and Nisha and Jay and Orlando. I hope I can get them on one-on-one, because people need to see the other side of y'all. Not
Hmm.
always seeing fight for the community. We fight and do this here. We just constantly fight. It is the other side of us. And I appreciate you, young brother. My little bro, I appreciate you. And I'm gonna last word. Give me the last word.
Um, I would say that we're going to continue to go forward. We're going to do what we got to do, and I'm gonna still pick peas. I'm gonna still let everybody know. And so now I'm gonna let something. Most people do not know this. I'm gonna let y'all know this on America After Dark, but some people do know it. I'm really not black. I'm not one of y'all. I am Cubano Americano. I just help y'all out. So I'm really not one of y'all. I'm Cubano Americano. Understand that? And so, but I'll be there to help the black people, the negritos. I will help the black people. That's
Yeah,
my job. That's my word to let y'all know I'll be there to help you all.
yeah. Hey, all right. Hey,
And I will have me a woman tomorrow.
okay, all right. Hey, and you know
But
what?
I'll and any applicants, I'm cool with applicants. Send pictures. Then we go from there. Hey.
That's it. Hey, all the ladies out there, Jamal is a nice little young fella. He need a woman that's gonna spend the rest of his life together, but his daughter
And
will
like
have to
thrills.
and he loved thrills, he loved P Valley, like everybody else do. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know what, Jamal? I am so proud of myself and proud of you because we barely cuss. There was a great interview.
I don't use profanity.
And I know, and Jules should be proud of us.
I don't use
can rerun it.
I don't use profanity. I don't use profanity. And I know nothing about P Valley. I do not engage in stuff like that. I know nothing about that.
Okay. Well, I do. And I appreciate it. And like I said, the last word, I want to thank everybody for tuning in for this one great interview. I thank you, Jamal. Like I said, I learned a lot about you, and I know other people have. You're a great young man. We thank you for being a part of our Black media and our Black community. You keep doing what you're doing. Hey, I want y'all to share. Instagram, Facebook, Our Black Media. Hey, it was a great night, great interview. We love you, and we'll see you next week on America After Dark with the gang. And Jamal got on that white beater shirt.
Yeah, and this is a tank top, not a white beater. This is a tank top. There's a tank top.
Oh.
Yeah, I did that. It's a tank top, not a white beater.
Oh, I thought, my fault. I stand corrected. It looked like a white beater, and it's going to be a white beater out my eyes. Thank you, Miss Purdue, for stepping in. We love y'all. We thank y'all. And I'll see you.
Y'all say put the bounty back on his head? Y'all say put the bounty back on his head? Okay. So that was the decision from the red and black ball? Okay. You say.
Hey, Jamal. Hey, I'm going to bring the little fella to help me fight. Hey, good night, y'all. We appreciate it. Good night. Love y'all. Love you, bro.
Love you too. Peace and blessings.
Right. We out of here.
See, they even have extra time, even when they close out. That never happens on Run Tell That.
like that.